church. Yeah, sure. Ask an easy question. So the question essentially was what my opinion was about the separation of church and state, the nature of the separation of church and state, given the hypothesis that our society is grounded in a broader structure, moral structure, let's say, that has something like a theologically predicated philosophical basis. It's something like that. The first thing I would say is, if that is a very hard question to answer, and I'm doing this series in Toronto right now on it's called The Psychological Significance of the Biblical Stories, and it's an answer to that question, but it's long. It's like 40 hours, you know. It's like the Maps of Meaning program that Mr. Hillier was referring to before. It's extraordinarily complicated, and I mean, I think the right approach to that is to say something like that, something like, there are things that are Caesar's and there are things that are God's, and you should keep those things apart. That's worked in the West. Now, the problem with that answer is it doesn't precisely describe the proper interrelationship between the two. But I don't think that's actually a political issue. I think that the way that that's properly bridged is through the ethic of the individual. It's like your religious belief should be of the sort that guides you to be an honest, decent, productive, respectable person who's aiming at the good. And then if you do that, then the political issues will take care of themselves. Not magically, but because we'll organize ourselves politically as that sort of people and do the right things. And so I think the connection between the church and the state is through the individual. That's how it should work. And I think that's why it's kind of worked in the West, you know, getting that church-state separation thing right. That's really difficult. It's not good when they collapse into one another, because you instantly get the rise of like totalitarian theocracies. And we all know how much fun they are.